Acquaintance be forgotten, never brought to life. Happy 2025, everybody. Cheers to you. Bringing in the new year, 2026, with some YouTube success, some good news, good momentum. And here's what I'm going to do. I've been doing this the last couple of years. I'm doing it here on this channel, but it's just a recap of my year on YouTube. Hopefully I continue to do this. I think it's important to reflect. You know, I see a lot of people kind of do more of these videos less and less as they get more and more dialed in on their YouTube channel. So this year I'm just putting it on the side channel. If you don't know me, my name is Dino Favara, 31 years old. That's crazy. Father of two. That's even crazier. Married to a beautiful woman. I've been trying to make it on YouTube, really trying for the last 3 years. This is my third full year. I've been wanting to do it since 2025. Since 2020. I set out to do that in 2020. I said, I'm going to be a full-time YouTuber by the time I'm 2025. By the time we get to 2025, guess what, guys? We're not full-time yet. That's okay, though. I've got patience, right? We hit the 5-year mark. Most people, if you really do research, I don't know if you know this, if you really lean into like who was super successful, who really accomplished what they were trying to do, it takes 10 years, man. I think if you really look at it, anyone who's been making videos has been making them for over 10 years. Who has at least like marginally successful on this platform. You know, some people, like a lot of businesses, if your business can survive, what number is it? I think it's if your business can survive past 10 years, I think is I'm not going to look it up, but there's a rule where it's like, if your business can survive 10 years, it's probably going to last a long time. Because most businesses go out of business within the first 2 to 5 years. But yeah, like most of those people you find who have really succeeded in what they're doing, they either had a lot of, they did 10 years of work previously. And so now that 10 years pays off in a more shortened and condensed period of time when they go to or try a new thing. Most of the time though, if, anybody who, whatever, 10 years, guys, that's the moral of this story here. So we're on year 5. We're halfway. And it's good. I think it's nice to say that things have exponentially increased. That's also a general trend. It's like when you're really trying to chasing after something, you kind of have to invest over time and trust that results will double every year. Okay. Sometimes even quadruple or quintuple. With the internet, that's just how it works. I remember with my business, I had my business officially for 3.5 years, almost 4 years, almost 4 full years. And every year I doubled how much money I made. Okay. That was pretty cool. Like 2021 made a certain amount. By 2022, I had made double that. Then the previous year I doubled that. And I was on track to double that in the next year, but just things didn't work. So it stopped and I got a job. But all that to say, a quick lesson here is whenever you're chasing after something, if you commit to it, if you commit the length of time you are going to input into it, results will follow. It just takes the time. You just got to do it. So I'm hopeful. This is my third, I might say, full year on YouTube. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about the wins, the lows, thought processes, plans for 2026, and hopes for 2026, predictions for maybe what the frontier of content's going to look like in a world of common AI usage. But I think this is like an inflection point for me. This year was specifically, and I'll dive right into that. 2024, I'd gone into the year really, I think, figuring out what I wanted to do. Like I'd done a lot of hard work of thinking through what do I want to make and how do I want to make it and who do I want to make it for. That's, I think, a lot of people's first problem is they just know they want to make something or some for whatever. They want to make stuff for them, which is important. You want to make stuff for yourself. And I'm still trying to wrestle with that. But at least for me, I was like, man, I just don't know. I just want people to watch me for me. I don't want to like dive into a niche. I don't want to dive into an audience because it's a lot of commitment, you know? Well, guess what? In 2024, I finally figured it out. I was like, hey, if you look back through all of my content, what has performed the best consistently that I've enjoyed making consistently and that I have some level of expertise and am good at making, right? I'm good at it. I like it and people like it. For my videos, you could probably look through my channel, my main channel here, and see the through line. The through line is simply just Disney, right? Like I'm somewhat have expertise in Disney. I've been so many times for almost a decade and a half. I worked there for a semester while in college. I've got lots of people who are friends that work. So it's like there's a lot of things that make sense there. So I understand the culture. I'm a big fan of the IP itself. So I liked it. I had expertise in it. And then I started trying to make it, and I enjoyed making it. And people started to like it. It definitely, the few videos I did had definitely outperformed anything else I'd made. It was like, I think 400 to 800 views. And I think in even one video during Halloween of 2024, my video hit 1,000 views. Actually, yeah, I think it was about 1,000. It was like almost 1,200, I think, which was a huge deal for me. I was like, dang, man, look at that. And so in that, I went into 2025 having been working on a project or a video for a long time. It was my pool video. I had started filming that back in, let's call it September, I think is when I had started. I could probably find the official date, but I had started filming that in 2024, September. And I didn't wrap on filming until December. Going out and filming at the pools, right? Honestly, it had probably been even longer than that. I think I had started in the summer. Let's be real. Summer, August, something like that. And yeah, I didn't wrap. I didn't film the final pool, which was the Pop Century pool, until, let's call it December 5th or something. My dad had come into town for Dino the Third's birthday. So anyways, I went into 2025 having been working on that project. If I call it a project, it sounds way cooler than a video. Just saying. Real quick about me, if you're here and you don't know who I am, I'm surprised you are still here. For those of you who are familiar with me, here's a recap, update, maybe a refresh, if you will. My name is Dino Attilio Favara Jr. From Georgia, original Atlanta, Georgia, born in Panama City Beach, lived in Jacksonville, South Georgia for a little bit, but lived most of my life in the Atlanta area. Went to the prestigious University of Georgia. Can I get a go Dogs? Lived in Atlanta, moved down to Orlando, took a job at a church, did it for a year, realized it wasn't for me, started my own business, and here I am. I'm 31, father of two beautiful young children, two boys, married to an even more beautiful woman who is fantastic. I love her very much. And I have a little dog, and here's kind of like, that's fun. And I'm also wearing a shirt that's got some holes in it. It's like my home shirt. I told Jenny I wouldn't wear it out today. Got some holes in it because it's comfy, guys. So don't be judging. You get to see me in my comfort zone, okay? That's a blessing. Okay. Anyways, so I go into 2025. And maybe like why you might be watching this too. I just want to real quick before I really dive into this is like, this is the raw, unfiltered, authentic view of my brain of what I've been working with the last year with my YouTube channel. It's hard, man. And I'm really learning a lot, and I'm constantly learning more and more, not just about the craft of making videos, of filmmaking, you might say, but also how does YouTube work, the psychology of it. Personally, how does it affect me? How do I devote time in my personal life to do it while I'm trying to lead and grow a family and provide for them? So, man, there's a lot. So hopefully you can gain some insight from this as maybe another creator, someone who's trying to make it. Maybe you've already made it and you can relate to what I'm saying and you want a friend to talk to about it. That's an open invite. Okay. Hit me up on Instagram, please. I need friends. Okay. Anyways, I go into 2025 having working on this video. Guys, I've spent 6 months on this video so far. I've spent 4 months filming it, 1 to 2 months ruminating on it, and then 1 or 2 months already starting to edit. But I'm looking at my timeline and I've got almost 4 hours of footage. And I'm just like, bro, I have no idea how to piece this all together. Frick. And that's a general trend for me with my videos. I put it all on the timeline. I look at how much I got to edit and I'm like, oh gosh. What I have found that works is just getting the intro done first. Like you get all the footage and then you just make the intro. If you can just make the intro, you make it as good as you can and be okay with, editing it later if it makes sure it fits and you get some feedback on it. But you just get the intro done and you start on the first minute. You just tell yourself intro, first minute. And if you can do that, typically you kind of figure it out. So yeah, but I was having a rough time. I had filmed a whole other bit where I was trying to look for my boss that I used to work there with. So I thought that would be like a C plot storyline, and it actually worked. I actually could have included it, but talking to a lot of people, they're just like, bro, it's just too much. And then I was in my head about it the whole way through, and everything changed, actually, not even joking. Messy Jordan is what he goes by on Instagram, but Jordan Taylor, Blimey Cow on YouTube. I've watched his videos for a long time as a young homeschooled Christian kid growing up, but we're around the same age. And so he had posted, he's like, hey, I think I can, I think he was interested in helping like YouTube coach for people. So I just reached out. He was just starting. So then what was really cool was, first message, he's like, bro, out of everyone who's DM'd me about this on Instagram, you're the one guy who I think can make it. We have to talk. Like, we have to do this. I'm like so hopeful that it'll work for you. So I was like, me? Okay, fine. So we did. I reached out, we booked a time, and I think we agreed to like 3 calls or something like that, or 4, and we split it up. And I'm actually calling him in 2 days from now. So kind of like maybe put a cherry on top of the year and maybe it hopefully help me think through next year. But, man, it was just, I just spilled the beans. I was like, bro, here's what I'm working with. I'm trying all these things. At this point, I was also getting really like uptight. I really wanted my video to be perfect. And I had started posting a video a day on Instagram as kind of like a way to get over that hump. And the videos were actually doing pretty well on Instagram. But anyways, I just kind of shared everything that I was thinking, bro, I want to do this. I want to, I really want my video to be good. I want to do YouTube full time, but this Instagram thing is working. And, I've got this full-time job, but I really need to work. He just stopped me eventually. He was like, listen, you are in your own head. The only person who can keep you from being successful on this is you, because out of everyone I've talked to about this, who's thinking about this, like, you have the charisma, you have the it factor, some people have called it, their words, not mine. Okay. You have the personality. That's probably a better word. You know how to edit, you know how to do the thing. You just got to do it. And if you do it, it'll work. Which is what my wife has been telling me, but sometimes you need to pay another man to tell you. I'm sorry. That's a joke, but that is sometimes very real. Sometimes you just got to pay somebody to tell you what you need to hear. And oftentimes you can get it for free from your spouse. That's a piece of wisdom for you. Listen to your spouses, fellas. It's important. So anyways, he looks over my pool video, says, you got a good thing going. Let's finish this thing. Let's get it over the finish line. So me and him work a little bit more. We tighten a few things up. We add a few more reasons to keep people staying, just to make it enjoyable and interesting and helpful to other people. And then we post it. And the first 2 or 3 days, I was like, whatever. And I remember Jenny telling me, my wife, she's like, if this doesn't work, we need to rethink you doing this. And I agreed with her. I was like, man, I've spent almost 6 months on this. This thing better bang. This better be my best performing video. This needs to at least get 10,000 views. If this gets even 5,000 views, I'll be happy. But 10,000, that would be like the win. You know, I'd be over the moon. And when you're used to seeing 800 views, for some people, 100 views or 20 views or whatever, 5,000, 10,000 views, that's a lot of views. I post it, tweak the thumbnail a little bit more. Within 3 or 4 days, it starts climbing. Woo, man, that thing popped, and that was a surreal feeling. I haven't felt it truly feel like that in a while, but I've had that feeling with short form videos. I'll say that I've had those videos pop where like I'll get like 6 million views on a video with a reel or a short form video or TikTok, but there's nothing like it on a long form video. Man, a long form video. There's so many things you can do bad with a short form video and it still pop because of something. Whether it's something that makes people comment and share it, but whatever. But it's really hard to make a long form video pop, in my opinion. And when you finally do it, oh man, that was affirming. Like I actually, to really put the spiritual emphasis behind this and this is not a follow-up of a like added thing. Like I literally believe this is what happened. And I think the fruit, I don't want to claim too much credit because I think the fruit came from the Lord. If you don't know, I'm a strong believer, follower of Christ. And I had been for so long holding on to this YouTube thing. This video is so long already. So you better be ready. Because we're 18 minutes in. Holy moly! But I've been holding on to this YouTube thing for a long time. I remember telling God in a prayer, I was like, I don't know if I can let this go to you, because I really want it to happen, and I do not want to give it over to you and then you take it away from me. I just don't know if I can trust that you'll give me something else that I'll want like that. And then I don't remember the exact day, but I remember exactly where I was. And I remember I was in the second row or fourth row. Jenny and I had gone to church at Grace Church in Orlando. We were in the fourth or fifth row. We're worshiping. And I just remember realizing like I had to give it up. I'm like, okay. I don't know what had changed within me, but I think I just realized in that moment, and I officially just felt and realized I was strong enough, and I needed to trust the Lord that He would help me fulfill any dream that I might want, or any dream that I think that's too small. Like, I need to trust the Lord with my dreams, not just try and make them happen on my own. And I realized that. And so I gave it over to Him. I said, God, I officially give this over to you. If nothing happens, if I fail, if I have to give up on my dream of being full-time on YouTube and like I just make videos for fun after, I'm just going to, you know what? That's fine. It's all yours. And I remember that because I broke down. I was crying, not so hard because I didn't want people to know, right? But I definitely, I felt it. And then the rest and that was maybe in like October, maybe that was November, right? And then ever since that, I started praying. I was like, Lord, let me be the worker. I'm just going to work. And I'm going to trust that you're going to bring the harvest tenfold. You are the only thing that can take the harvest. You can bring in a harvest that's way bigger than I could ever bring in on my own. Plain and simple. And that was my prayer. Next video, post the pool video. Within like a week and a half, I think it was within a month, it was at 100K views. I had people from work texting me pictures of like, look what my kid was watching on the TV. What are you doing in my living room? It was just like, man, it was so cool. just to kind of finally see that I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of need that. You need that, like, proof of, like, okay, you do know your stuff. You know, you got this. So that was a really strong inflection point for my YouTube career. It was very necessary, very helpful. After that, man, I was all in. I was like, okay, I'm going to go ham. So I make the AI video. And I have a lot of fun with it. Honestly, I had so much fun with it. I loved it. The retention was great. The story was great. I really planned a lot. Sorry. I went into that video knowing what I was going to film, what I needed to film. It was a really cool video, and editing it felt really solid, but I just burnt myself out because I wrapped it up in a month. I got it all done, and I was like, oh my gosh, let me just take a week off after this. And it didn't do as well as I would. And that's what's funny is it didn't do the 100K views that I was kind of hoping it would. I was like, oh man, what if it gets 100K again? What if I can get 200K? Oh man, 10K. And I knew the irony of the fact that I was hoping for a 10K being a grand slam for the pool video. And the fact that I got 10K within like a week and a half on this other video, and I was already starting to feel that weight of like, man, do I suck? Am I washed? Yeah, so I think, frankly, I didn't post another video for a while after that, partially because I actually did film a few. I filmed a good amount of videos, but I switched jobs. So I posted that video at the end of March, I think in April, and then I switched jobs that month. And man, that transition was brutal. Like, there was a lot of stuff I had to jump up to speed on. Frankly, the organization of the company wasn't where it needed to be for me. Like, my last job, I had done the work. It wasn't easy, but I had done the work of setting up a lot of systems, building up my team. So that way I didn't have to grind every day. I could kind of make sure everything worked and then like spend a little time working on another system or a new process. And then, you know, I could clock out at 5. It was really chill. So I knew going into this new job, it would not be like that. I would need to spend another year building that back up. And so I jumped in, and I lifted my head up 3 months later, and I was like, man, I haven't touched my own videos in almost 3 months. So, the AI video, I really liked it. I still believe in it. I think it's really good. I think it's one of my best, funny enough. But, oh well, that's okay. So then I filmed a few other videos. I think I had filmed the worst rides video right before I got my job or transitioned to the new job. I then filmed within 2 weekends of each other. I filmed a video that's coming out hopefully next month about staying at the lowest rated or the cheapest place on Disney property, which is Fort Wilderness. That was fun. I filmed that. I also filmed only eating Disney food for 100 hours, which I then proceeded to start working on, and that was a bear because it was like, I mean, almost 100 hours of footage. I cut out so much because I just filmed. I have this habit of like over talking and over explaining myself when it's like, bro, just do that in voiceover, move on. Like, don't spend so much time just sitting down and talking to the camera like this. Okay. But anyways, I did the 100-hour food video. Where am I at in my YouTube journey? Then let's see, what did I do next? From there, I filmed. Oh, you know what I also filmed? I filmed a Universal video that I haven't posted yet. I got invited. 2 really crazy things happened. Someone from, well, I don't know if I should say, it didn't work out, but maybe it could in the future. But someone from a very reputable company that's really popular here in Orlando that has really close ties to Disney reached out to me. They're like, hey, we want to do a video with you. And I was like, really? So we were talking. I sent them over a few ideas. It just never worked out. I don't know. They had to get approval from Disney. I don't know if Disney shut that down or if they just decided they hated me, but who knows? Hopefully I'll stay in contact. I've reached out a few times, haven't heard back from them. But anyways, that's just kind of the game, I guess. Be so good they can't ignore you, you know? So but I did that. But someone from Orlando Informer reached out to me and offered me free tickets to their event back in June or July. So I was like, okay, let me try a Universal video. So me and my buddy Robbie, we went, and it was so fun. Very hectic, but we rode every ride. A little teaser if you're at this point. I rode every ride at Universal in alphabetical order. So it was absolutely terrible. But it was a lot of fun. And we did that. I haven't filmed it yet, or I haven't edited it yet. That should hopefully come out in February. But yeah, so I posted on April 1st. My next video was August 20th. I ate nothing but Disney food for 100 hours. I did that because that was starting to trend. I was like, I got to expedite this video because, one, it's a good video idea. Two, those styles are really taking off, so I wanted to kind of hopefully rank next to some of those other ones. And that one was really fun too. It was just a vlog, essentially. It's just a 30-minute vlog, which I don't like. I don't really like vlogging. I did a lot of vlogging. I feel like that's kind of what you do when you don't know what to make. You just vlog. My AI video and my pool video, there's a little bit less vlog, and it's a little bit more like having someone film me doing the thing and talking about it and kind of being like a tour guide, where with the Disney food video, I was definitely more vlogging it. So it was good. It was fun. I really did like it. The challenge I hated. Like it sucked, man. I did not feel good at the end of that challenge. But overall, I'm very proud of that video. I'm proud of all the thumbnails I made for it. And so then that was in August. I missed September because I started on the worst rides video. I'd actually had my buddy Josh Svensson like editing that on the side. He works for Elevation, and so he was starting to edit it. I had him just do like the main bits, like, hey, do the selects, make some simple edits. Here's the script, here's the storyline beats, help edit things down. And he did that. He got it to me mid-September. I think I can't remember when I gave it to him. But then this whole time I have not touched a single short form video, by the way. I decided not to do shorts. I was like really going to nail down and try and figure out this long form video thing. I had completely stopped posting on Instagram. Was that a bad idea? I don't know. I think it was helpful. I think you have to remember that short form is just not a long game. Like it is a very short-term game. And I only think it works. It only helps you build an audience if you've got like a fire burning. It is gasoline, right? So if you pour it on a brand new fire there's no logs, there's no coals, it'll light up. You'll get some subscribers, you'll get some views, but then there's nothing keeping you there. Where if you build a fire first, you build the long form content, and that's what I'm starting to see. Like you build the long form content, people will keep coming back, and then the gasoline is just the short form videos, hopefully pushing people back. And it's got to align, right? It's got to be this is just a small little side thing. It's like you shouldn't just do, this is a whole other video. So maybe I'll do that some other time, but you got to make sure your short form content aligns with your long form, because too many people are like, I tried short form, it didn't work. And either like people say it doesn't translate, short form viewers aren't long form viewers. That's not true. That's not true at all. I watch Ludwig's shorts and his live streams and his long form videos, right? But he's aligned. It's all aligned. And not everyone's going to do that. Some people are going to be only short form viewers. Some people are only going to be long form viewers. Some people, if you do it right and you align all of it to be in the same vein, and you can kind of scratch the itch for them in all the different areas, they'll watch you everywhere. You just got to understand that that's the game. So anyways, stop posting short form videos. That will change. in 2026 because I don't know, I love short form video. It's fun. So anyways, let's see. Yep. So he edits most of the worst rated rides video. I then go in and spend maybe 2 to 3 weeks tweaking it. I like changing out music I didn't really like, holding longer on things, adding in clips that he didn't add in because he didn't think it was important, but I really wanted it to be there, adding some more jokes, adding some graphics, finally doing, all that stuff, finally post it. It gets 5,000 views, which I was not expecting. I thought that would for sure do pretty well because it's I survived Disney's worst rated rides. Like, how does that not bang? But you know what? It taught me. I was talking with someone later, my friend Brandon. He was like, the value you bring to Disney is like you showcasing to these people how like the positivity of Disney, right? And I think, I purposely filmed this video knowing that I was going to do like a positive spin on all of these worst rated rides. But this might be the reason why it didn't work, is because the concept is too negative focused. I could probably make a better thumbnail. And there's some things I learned with the retention that I might fix next time. Like I kind of ended it, and then I gave away the music. It's funny. Like I know what to do. Sometimes I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. Like people are going to watch to the end of. There goes my child. Hold that thought. I have no idea where I cut off. I had to go feed my son, who is 2 months old right now. So I'm just going to end this with my final video of the year, the video that I'm hoping to post before the end of the year, and then goals for 2026. Trying every ride at Epic Universe. I knew that video idea is a good one. I knew it would need to exist on my channel and in general. It was my first official attempt at doing Epic Universe or Universal content, and it did pretty good. I am noticing it, like the audience is a little bit different. Like the Universal crowd and the Disney crowd is very different. But overall, I'm very happy with that video. I wasn't planning to make it a video. I had mainly just filmed all the moments that I had with my brother and sister and her boyfriend when we went to the parks. I thought I might make a video out of it, so I tried to set it up with as much sort of bits and pieces as I could, but, ended up editing it, making it, knowing that it was going to be important not just for me and the channel, but also for my siblings. And you know what? They both loved it, apparently. That's what they said. So, felt pretty good about it. Obviously, after my pool video, I've averaged about, let's call it 12,000 views a video, which is pretty solid if you really think about it. I'm not mad about it. I've learned a lot. My thumbnails still have some work. I think I'm still needing to lean in on this like format that I did with the pool video. I noticed I like did the pool video and then I just like started doing other things instead of like trying to lean into what made the pool video work. So trying to get back to like recreating that success. I feel like I learned a lot about niching down, choosing a lane and running in it and trying to be the best you can in it. I just went on a retreat. You can watch that video on this channel. It's the previous one I posted. I went on a retreat with a ton of other either part-time YouTubers, full-time YouTubers, wannabe YouTubers in the Christian space. And man, that was awesome. I learned a lot. I learned a lot of maybe how I'm planning to monetize in 2026. So I guess an update here on that is like, I'm getting really passionate about the fact that there are families who spend over $10,000 to go visit Disney World. I spend $0 because I'm a pass holder. The YouTube channel is able to pay for it. We just pay for any food that we get, right? So like we're very lucky that we get to go to Disney as much as we do, where some families only get to go once ever and they save for years in order to afford it. So I'm very appreciative of that, and I want to figure out how to benefit them as well as I can. I don't ever want to compete on, education of how to do the parks, how to optimize the parks. I don't want to do that. But I do want to start in 2026. I'm thinking a lot about like, how do I make an impact on the park experience? How do I help you not just watch the video and enjoy it, but like, how do you make it to where there's something for them to do in line? Maybe I create a game. Maybe I create a little pamphlet. Maybe I create a map that helps them figure out what's the best way to do the park Dino version. I'm not going to share too much because I'm really in the beginning stages of everything, but I'm really excited about what I'm working on. Oh, no. I put pizza in the air fryer and forgot to take it out. Uh-oh. Anyways, I'm pumped for 2026. I'm going to start. I've really committed to bringing in an editor or editors. I have a lot of creative solutions that I need to figure out because I just physically cannot post more than one video every 2 months. It's just physically not possible. I've tried. Okay. I've really tried. It's just not possible. So, it's not the grind. It's not the hustle. It's literally like, if I'm making a little bit of money on my YouTube videos, I might as well invest that into an editor, invest that into someone who can help me make more content. So, very excited about that. I'm hoping to do some sort of cool challenge in March. That's a little bit like a Ryan Trahan Penny series sort of thing. Not that exactly, but that vibe of like doing like a 3-part daily series. Maybe it's over a weekend. And hopefully it's daily uploads. I'm thinking I'm either going to pre-film the first one and then utilize the first one as like, I don't know. I need to figure. I'm really trying to nail down how exactly to do that. So that's what I'm going to be talking with Jordan about in a few days. I'm hoping to finish the year by making this Christmas themed video that I had wanted to post 2 weeks ago. But it's just, man, that's the ongoing theme. As I try and make a video, it takes too long. Like I've got such high standards that when I try and get it out earlier and kind of compromise on certain things, I just end up, I can't do it. I can't post something that I know isn't to the level of excellence that I want it to be. So my goal is to get this out in the next 3-4 days. I think I can do it. I'm pretty much almost there. I just got to lock in. Hopefully that video does okay. I think it'll be a good Christmas video for next year. I wanted to make it. I knew it was going to be tricky. I knew I wasn't going to be able to post it before Christmas. So if it doesn't perform well, that's on me. But, oh well. Who knows? I posted a Halloween video in November, like 10 days after, and it still performed well, even though it's Halloween themed. So maybe this will be the same with Christmas. So, yeah, I'm excited. I think 2026 is going to be the year I get one step closer to going full time on YouTube. I get one step closer to like being able to make this a real thing, and I'm pumped. So, yeah, I wanted to get one last look of my 2025 calendar, and I'm about to be putting up this 2026 calendar. My word for the year of 2025 was sow, S-O-W. I wanted to sow seeds that I could reap later. Now, my initial thought was maybe like writing more, filming more evergreen things. And I think I did that. Like these videos, I think every single video that's on my channel right now, I am proud of. And that used to not be the case. I used to kind of have to like show people my channel and then like explain to them, oh, well, so I did this thing and I really want to do it. And I don't care if it does or whatever. No. Every single video, I can show someone my channel. I've sowed the seeds. I've laid the foundation of like, these videos encapsulate and document where I was in a season of life. So you get to see a little bit of my son, a little bit of me, a little bit of Jenny. I'm proud of the videos. I could throw this up in front of a group of friends and stand at the front right next to it and watch it. I used to not be able to feel that way. I used to kind of sit in the back and cringe, where now I'm like, no, I'm proud of this work. I'm proud to sit here and show these videos. and I can tell they're good. So, there's more to it than just content. Like I wanted to sow good habits. I wanted to sow good financial decisions, and I think we're doing okay. Like that was part of the new job, was making some financial decisions to make some more money for the family, even at the cost of maybe slowing down my YouTube channel growth a little bit. Yeah, big things for 2026. I'm really excited about where my channel is going to be at. If you've literally watched this, if you're right here, if you're with me, man, I am grateful for you. That means like you're a real fan. Fan? Is that a right word? You're a real one. Not many people. I don't think my wife is even going to watch this. Okay, so that means you are a real one. I really appreciate you. If you're watching this, that probably means you're someone who's going to watch some of my other stuff. You're going to like it. You're going to comment. You're going to advocate for it. And man, does that blow me away when I see that. When I see other people advocate for my content, it means the world to me. So thank you for watching it. Thank you for advocating for it, and for encouraging me. I don't care what age you are. If you're 400 or 4, like, thank you. So here's to 2026. Here's to continuing to just sow seeds and work the field and pray that God brings the harvest. So thanks, guys. See you next year. I love you. What?